Good afternoon, Facebook family, and YouTube subscribers. Today is Wednesday, February the 19th. I'm still at the house trying to get dressed, trying to decide if I'm going to go to the gym today because I've been trapped here since Sunday dealing with hiccups. Feel better, but I'm scared that I might trigger them again. So I'm like, well, should I go to the gym? Should I sit here? Or what? So I'm just being very careful. I don't know what triggered these hiccups. But I went Monday night, Tuesday with hiccups. It messed up my throat. I'm feeling a lot better. Not sure what triggered it. I have not had hiccups in years. And them hiccups were painful. Like they killed my ass over here. I was over here crying my little eyes out over hiccups. I'm like, man, my chest is sore from all those hiccups. My throat's messed up anyway. Well, last week, I was at the gym like I normally do. I'm in the gym all the time. I spend 4, 5, 6 hours a day at the gym sometimes. A lot of time I'm in there talking to people, other members of the gym, or working out. Well, last week I was doing my cardio. And when I got finished, I bumped into a friend of mine. Well, as I was completing my cardio, a friend of mine came up next to me and joined the machine next to me, and we started talking. And he started telling me about the problems he was having with his baby mamas and child support payments that he needed to pay. He didn't say how much money. Well, he might have said the amount, but he didn't have the money. And I guess he was being threatened with being arrested or, I don't know, going to court, or I'm not sure how that works. The reason why, when he was talking, my mind got blown away because in the midst of this conversation, I asked him his age. He told me he was 28. When I asked him the age of his kids, he said 10, 11, or either 9 or 12. So I was doing the math while he was talking, calculating this, thinking, okay, your youngest is 10, you're 28, so you had that last child at 18 years of age. You started having kids at 16, 17 years of age. And you're 28 and you got a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, possibly a 9 or 12 years old. So I was kind of blown away by this. So I'm listening, but I'm still like, okay. So my next question to him was, were all these children by the same woman? He said he got 3 baby mamas, 3 different women. So now I will say he was very young when he had those children. I am 43. I have no kids, thank God. Although I really could use one to come over here and scrub these dishes in the kitchen and fold some of these clothes. But I guess because I'm black and gay, being a gay man, I got kind of lucky because I don't have any kids. And I can imagine having kids at 17, 18 years of age. Who took care of these kids? Were you able to buy Christmas gifts? I mean, forget Christmas gifts. Were you able to provide food, diapers, housing? Were you able to be a father to these kids? Black men have an issue. And I don't know how we're going to resolve this issue. There are so many black African American men that I personally know who got children by so many different women. It is unreal. Nobody wants to use condoms anymore. If you're a black man and you're having sex, you might want to strap on a condom to protect you from having to deal with child support payments that are going to financially destroy you or send you to jail. This man was literally worried out of his mind trying to figure out how he was going to pay this child support to keep from going to jail. And I think he might have said he served some time before for child support. I don't know because I was still calculating all this stuff in my mind. The whole conversation just kind of blew me away. I don't know why it blew me away. because by now I should be used to this type of stuff. But to listen to, as far as I'm concerned, a 28-year-old man is fairly young in my eyes, and you got 3 kids that's been around for over a decade. What are you? There's an issue in Black African American neighborhoods, and these African American Black men are going to have to get very serious about taking care of these kids. This man is in the gym just as much as I am. He's got a great body. I never thought this man had any kids. I have yet seen him bring his kids into that gym and leave them at the daycare. You're at the gym all day talking to every woman in there, but you got 3 kids at home. When do you see these kids? He does personal training. He's got clients. So he's making some money. I wanted to ask him all these questions, but I really couldn't because I've learned that a lot of guys get offended when I ask these questions like, where is this child? Are you taking care of them? Do you provide clothing, shoes, housing? What are you doing? I think it all boils down to what their fathers didn't do for them. So they don't know what to do for these kids if they know who their father is. So we got generations and generations and generations of this foolishness of African American men having children and not doing right by those kids, not being responsible for their children. I can honestly say my father, for the most part, until we got to teens when my mother and father got a divorce and my mother separated from my father was right there every day providing us with love, attention, and care for his kids. And had my mother and father not got divorced, my life probably would have been different. But my father had, like most men, some affairs. My mother found out about it, and she, being a religious Christian Jehovah's Witness, had had enough. She filed for a divorce, which was very devastating to our family at this point. Because my mother was not financially prepared to take care of 7 children by herself, which is what she did. That's the decision she made. But that's a whole nother video. That's an entirely different video. I don't even know why I went into that subject. However, it saddens me to see Black men not like my father. Even when my father did divorce, my father continued to take care of us financially. But my mother, being like most women, she was angry with him. And she took it out on him. And we didn't see, well, I saw my father. I went to go live with him in Mississippi at one point. Imagine going from up north to Mississippi. That was not. However, we need more African American men to be responsible for these kids before you have them. You're having kids at 16, 17, and 18 years old. I don't think these guys know what they're doing to themselves, to these kids, to these women, until it's too late. My friend I was doing standing next to at the car, this man, he clearly wished that he could probably change things because he was stressed out. That's why he came and talked to me like, what should I do? And I'm like, I don't have any suggestions for you. I don't know how, other than you need to take care of your kids. I think if I was a father of children and I couldn't afford child support, I would probably take custody of the kids so I would not have to pay child support. So it might be cheaper for you to raise those kids yourself. I don't know. I don't have kids. And because that's a nightmare. But it is so sad that so many African American men have these kids at such a young age and they're not capable of taking care of these kids because they have them so young. And it's just a continuous cycle. I'm seeing it over and over and over in my own family. I'm thinking, what are y'all thinking? Your mama had you when she was 16, so now you got another child. You just had a child at 16. Are your children going to do the same? When do you break this cycle? When do we wake up and say, okay, I don't want to walk down this path that my father or mother did? You're supposed to strive to do better than your parents. And having kids you can't afford, I just don't get it. Why have children you cannot afford to feed and take care of? Why do all these men have all these kids? Because I'm telling you, I'm in the gym all day. And there are all types of guys that come to that gym. Attorneys, doctors, dentists. And they all tell the same story. I got kids I got to take care of by 3 different women. I'm thinking, why did you do that? What were you thinking? How are you taking care of these kids? And trying to live your own life. It's got to stop. I don't know how it can stop or when it can stop. But it's something that's has just caused severe harm to our community. These children need fathers in their homes to provide for them, train them, educate them. But if you're not there, and the mother is just there with these kids and she's having to work, who's raising the kids? Who's taking care of these children? A woman by herself raising kids, it's got to be complicated. I know it's difficult. We've got to get African American men to be more responsible about what they're doing with these women. And we've got to reach them at an early age, 12, 13, 14, before they start having sex, and educate them. Use a condom. Love to use condoms. Enjoy sex with a condom. Or you can pay a heavy price. Personally, and your children will suffer. Nothing wrong with having kids when the time is right to have kids. No one under the age of 20 should have children unless they have some multi-million-dollar money they've inherited from their parents. Especially African Americans, it's rough, horrible, tough for these black kids today. Look at these neighborhoods. I wish some of you all seem to think that Atlanta is this beautiful place. You need to get in the car, get in my car, let me drive you around and show you what I see. And open your eyes. Because a lot of you drive by these neighborhoods and you don't see the poverty and despair. I see it every day. Maybe because I don't really get on the highway. I know how to cut through neighborhoods. And when I cut through those neighborhoods, I don't even stop at the stop signs. I just keep right on rolling. Because I cannot risk getting carjacked in some of these horrible neighborhoods here in Atlanta. I'm serious. I just run right. If nobody, no cars there, I go right through the intersection and look at them crazy poor folks. It's a misery that we're creating. We're creating this poverty in our communities. Over and over and over. It's a vicious cycle that has to end. It has to stop. Black men cannot. Y'all can't keep doing this to these women and to these kids. It's not right. Anyway, if you like my videos, please click like. Again, excuse my voice. I'm surprised I made this video. My throat is killing me. But anyway, if you like my videos, please click like. Give me some feedback on today's topic, which is a little longer than what I wanted it to be. I'm about to get out of here. You guys have a great Wednesday, and I look forward to reading your comments and sharing my videos with family members, and friends, and lovers, and haters, and everybody, including your baby daddy, because he needs to take care of those kids that he has with you. It's not right. I'm out of here. Bye.